It's showtime, my friends. Come on in. It's so good to see you again. Got stories to share. Heck, I'm virtually there. It's showtime, my friend. It's showtime, my friend, with a tear or a grin. We're chomping a bit to begin. Wear sweatpants or slacks, let's break out the snacks. It's showtime, my friend. Well, if you have to go, I want you to know it's easy to sign right back in. Oh, is your connection too slow? Oh, you might miss the show, because it's showtime, my friend. It's time to prepare for our online affair. I do hope you'll stay till the end. I've tuned up my axe. Sit back and relax. No matter how your day has been, we'll make you smile, make it all worth your while. It's showtime, it's starting in no time. It's showtime, my friend. And welcome back, everybody. I see we have Kim and Mark were here early. Well, I say you guys were early, but Jack and Barb were here early, and Bud, Brent, and Jeannie, and Joan, and Bob, and Susan. Curtis is... well, I said early, but I was not looking at my clock properly. You know what? I've got a heater on the floor here. It's getting too hot. Got to turn it off. Oh, there we go. Does this crazy thing behind my shoulder when I do that. It looked like you guys were early, but then I looked over at my clock and I went, "Ooh, 2 minutes to showtime." I was doing tuning and practicing some of the songs that I'll be doing here, and going, "Oh, this is a fun song. Let's do." So I'd try this, try that. Well, anyway, I have a mixture of all kinds of different things, but they are all a year old. Now, at the very end, I might do some St. Patrick's Day, some Irish songs, a couple of Irish songs. And I think I did those more recently, but not necessarily, because it's March. All right, so the next song I have was done by Delaney and Bonnie and friends. And one of the people that was in their band at that time was Eric Clapton. That's what happened was Eric would play in a band for a while, and then he'd start to feel like people were looking at him too much. And I remember some of the early times when he performed, he played with his back to the audience. Over time, he got much and much better. And heck, he turned out to be a really fine singer, in my opinion. But he was trying to escape from all that attention where they were actually calling, Clapton is God. And that just freaked him out. He just couldn't understand that at all. And as it was, he had so much admiration for Jimi Hendrix. It was like... what are you guys talking about? Why are you making a big fuss about it? Anyway, so to escape all of that stuff, he went to a little-known R&B band, rhythm and blues, a band that was called Delaney and Bonnie and Friends. And they toured all over the place. And one of the songs they ended up doing, I think during that time, I think that was when Layla came out. Not positive about that. But anyway, this was just a little folky type, almost like a throwaway song, but it was so easy to do that a lot of us rock and rollers learned the song. Hey, after all, it was on a Clapton album. It's called Never Ending Love. I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have a never-ending love for you. I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you. After all this time of being alone, we can love one another, live for each other from now on. Ha, ha, ha. It feels so good I can hardly stand it. A never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I wanna do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you. I don't really remember what Eric played on this part, or if maybe somebody else did something else. After all this time of being alone, oh, we can love one another, live for each other from now on. Ha, ha, ha. Feels so good I can hardly stand it. A never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I wanna do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have a never-ending love for you. I'd have a never-ending love for you. Delaney, Bonnie and Friends, and Eric Clapton was among them. I don't even know. I don't think they had a pedal steel guitar in there. They had a lot of horns in that band, and they toured all around, and I think there were drug problems with the people, and then the band broke up because the husband and wife, they were trying to steal drugs from each other. I don't know. All those kind of stories that go around from these things. Anyway, here's another, speaking of never-ending love, this one is called You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine. This was a Lou Rawls song, and I found a really cool track for it. A karaoke track, I suppose. And I actually got to see Lou Rawls perform one night. I was playing in a little club in California, and for somebody knew him, and he had played a concert somewhere, and they brought him over to this club, and he got up and played a song or two in front of the band, which was very cool. Here it is, You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine. I'm going to rewind it. It's got a long intro, but I'm afraid it didn't rewind all the way to the beginning. Here we go. Yeah, got to hear that lick. Find, as long as you live, someone who loves you tender like I do. You'll never find, no matter where you search, someone who cares about you the way I do. Oh, I'm not bragging on myself, baby, but I'm the one who loves you, and there's no one else. No one else. You'll never find. It'll take the end of all time, someone to understand you like I do. You'll never find the rhythm, the rhyme, all the magic we shared, just us two. Oh, I'm not trying to make you stay, baby, But I know somehow, someday, someway you're gonna miss my loving. Oh, you're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my love. Whoa, 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 whoa. Late in the midnight hour, baby, when it's cold outside, you're gonna miss my love. You'll never find another love like mine, someone who needs you like I do. You'll never see what you found in me. You'll keep searching and searching your whole life through. Oh, I don't wish you no bad luck, baby, but there's no ifs and buts or maybes. You're gonna miss my loving. Yeah, you're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my love. Whoa, 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 whoa. Late in the midnight hour, baby, when it gets real cold outside, you're gonna miss my love. Hey, 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 hey. I know you're gonna miss my loving. Hey, you're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my love. Ooh, man, I remember that song. Sort of disco. It's got that sort of a, but it's funky too. It came out of what was it? Gamble and Huff. They are the people who wrote the song. And yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, Gamble and Huff. I think it was the Philadelphia sound they called it. Yep. All right, let's take another one. Now, here's another one with a guy with a deep voice, and I always try to wish I had one deep voice like that. My low voice is starting to fail me now. It gets down here and it just kind of rumbles around like that. But man, I can hit them high notes. Anyway, this one is called One in a Million. It was on a Larry Graham album. And I'll tell you about Larry Graham in a second. He did not write this song. This was like the one song on the album that, soared out of the album, and the rest of the album was like, huh? What's this stuff here? Well, maybe if I listen to the album again now, sometimes albums are ahead of their time, and you come back and listen later and go, well, gee, I didn't think it was so good. It was actually a pretty good album. So Larry Graham was the bass player for Sly and the Family Stone. And, I mean, wow. I'm gonna hit some bottom to make it easy to move up, whatever it was. And they say that Larry kind of invented sort of a slapping sound on a bass. A lot of bass players ended up learning, especially having to do with funk music. So, yeah, very cool. So anyway, Larry Graham's One in a Million. And let me get that rewound to the beginning there, and here we go. Love had played his games on me so long, I started to believe I'd never find anyone. Doubt had tried to convince me to give in. Said you can't win. But one day the sun came a-shining through. The rain had stopped and the skies were blue. And oh, what a revelation to see. Someone was saying I love you to me. A one in a million chance of a lifetime. And life showed compassion and sent to me a stroke of love called you. A one in a million you. I was a lonely man with empty arms to fill. Then I found a piece of happiness to call my own. And life is worth living again. For to love you to me is to live. A one in a million chance of a lifetime. And life showed compassion and sent to me a stroke of love called you. A one in a million of you. A one in a million chance of a lifetime. And life showed compassion and sent to me a stroke of love called you. A one in a million you. A one in a million you. Yeah. That's a cool song. I still like that one. I don't know why would it sit for a year before I haven't done it. And I'm getting those little sparkly things behind me there. Doggone it. Everything. I set it up and I test it. I move back and forth. Everything looks good. And then I come online and it goes, okay. All right. Thank you again. And a little hand claps. Now, this one is a song called Cherry Cherry. It's by Neil Diamond. I'm not real happy with the way the chords. Let me see. Oh, well, I'll do it the way that I've been doing it. And yeah, Cherry Cherry song, Neil Diamond. Let me scroll the screen so I've got enough so I can see all the verses. There we go. Baby love me. All right, we're going to try it. Baby love me, yes, yes, she does. All the girls out of sight, yeah. Said she loved me, yes, yes, she does. She's gonna show me tonight, yeah. Yeah, she got the way to move me cherry. She got the way to groove me cherry, baby. The way to move me, all right. Tell your mama, girl, I can't stay long. We got things we gotta catch up on. You know what I'm saying. You can't sit still while the music is a-playing. Ain't got no right, no, you don't. Oh, to be so exciting. We won't need bright lights, no, we won't. We're gonna make our own lightning. Yeah, she got the way to move me cherry. She got the way to groove me cherry, baby, the way to move me, all right. No, tell us so what we gon' do. Yeah, girl, we do whatever we want to. Oh, the way that you do me. Hey, cherry girl, you really get to me. She got the way to move me cherry. She got the way to groove me cherry, baby, the way to move me. Oh, cherry, 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 the way to groove me. And the way to move me, all right. Neil Diamond wrote songs for other people. He really wanted to be a writer. He didn't intend to go out and be a performer. And he was floundering as a songwriter. One of his songs got picked up by the Monkees. They did one of his songs on, let me see, was it Last Train to Clarksville? No, I don't think that was his song. That wasn't Neil's song. Anyway, Neil Diamond, then he was floundering, and finally they said, you know what? We think maybe you ought to just be recording your own songs. You know, other people aren't recording them. You're the one who does them best. So they put together a team, recording studio stuff, and that's how come we heard of Neil Diamond. Can you imagine? What if he'd have just been a songwriter and we never heard of him, you know? It's funny how the business works, isn't it? Well, here's another song. This is called by J.J. Jackson. It's called But It's All Right. And I learned this when I was a lifeguard at Hunter Park swimming pool. And there were some kids would come around, and this kid came around with a guitar, and I was just starting to learn guitar, and he showed me this, and it seems so simple. It just has this one pattern that goes. Now, it's one thing to be able to play that guitar part. It's another thing to be able to sing it at the same time. And initially, that was not happening so well. But anyway, that's just the way it goes. You got to do your stuff and learn. Partway through, I'm going to have to pull my hands off the guitar and get over there to change the screen. But here we go. It is J.J. Jackson, But It's All Right. You don't know how I feel. You'll never know how I feel. When I needed you to come around, you always try to put me down. Oh, but I'm telling you, girl, believe me when I say that you are surely gonna pay now, girl, but it's all right. All right, girl. You can hurt me, but it's all right. Hey, and one day you will see. You'll never find a guy like me who love you right both day and night and never have to worry 'cause it's uptight. Oh, but I'm telling you, girl, and I know that it's true that I wanna make love to only you, girl, but it's alright, girl. You can hurt me, oh, but it's alright. Whoa, oh yeah. Doom, 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 and doom, 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 oh yeah. My baby. Whoa, yeah. Oh, it's alright, girl. It's alright. Oh, now one thing I wanna say. Hey, you need a guy who make you pay. He'll treat you bad and make you sad, and you will lose the love you had. Oh, but I'm telling you, girl, I know it's true, but will make a love to only you, my girl, but it's alright, girl. Now, but it's alright. One day you will see. You'll meet a guy who'll break your heart. It's alright, girl, but it's alright. Do you remember that one? I really liked that song. For some reason, it did not get very high up on the charts. Maybe because, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it was on the R&B charts and you didn't have a lot of crossover back then. But I remember hearing the song and I liked it. So, here's a song called Hang On Sloopy by the McCoys. Now, interesting couple things about this song. First of all, the song was written by a guy named Bert Burns, and I sent out a thing a few months ago on a Wednesday evening about Bert Burns. Bert Burns was quite a songwriter. You remember the song "Twist and Shout" that the Beatles did? Yeah, he wrote that thing, and he was quite a popular guy. I mean, he wrote some great songs. He wrote one, something by the Crystals. Oh, I can't remember now what song it was. Crying in the Chapel. I don't want to get confused. But he also wrote "Hang On Sloopy" here. He wrote a few things that really came up to the top. But he had a bad heart and he died before the age of 45. And nevertheless, he had quite an impact on music. This song made a huge difference for one guy in particular. The band was called the McCoys, and the lead singer of the band was Rick Derringer. Now, Rick Derringer went on, for some reason, after this song, nothing else happened. He disappeared, but he got picked up to be, he was just a terrific guitar player, and he became a producer, too. He produced Johnny Winter and Edgar Winter. He produced that album, Frankenstein. You remember that one? I mean, some of you, the rockers, will remember that one. And not only did he produce the rock people, but he produced an album for Barbra Streisand, too. Wow! Isn't that amazing? I mean, this guy comes out of this little rock and roll band, and whoosh, not only that, I saw him here in town. Oh my gosh, it's been quite a few years ago. I had no idea how good a guitar player he was. Now, I could hear his guitar playing on the albums, but when he plays live, this guy really cuts loose. He's fantastic. Go out and look up some of his blues albums. There's one of it, something about the blues, not the King of the Blues or something like that. But man, he will. If you are interested in guitar music, he will light it up for you. He's fantastic. All right, we got the same beat for this song as the last one, and except this one goes. Let's see. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Sloopy lives in a very bad part of town. And everybody, yeah, tries to put my Sloopy down, yeah. Now, Sloopy, I don't care what your daddy do, 'cause you know, Sloopy girl, I'm in love with you. I'm singing, hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Sloopy, let your hair hang down, let it hang down on me. Ooh. Sloopy, let your hair hang down, let it hang down on me, yeah. Oh, come on, Sloopy, come on, come on. Oh, come on, Sloopy, come on, come on. Oh, come on, Sloopy, come on, come on. Oh, no, come on, Sloopy, come on, come on. Oh, well, it feels so good. Come on, come on. Oh, yes, it feels so good. Come on, come on. Oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, Sloopy now. Come on, come on. Oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, yeah. Come on, come on. Oh, oh, hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? How about that? Yeah, hang on, Sloopy. Bert Burns, man. I never knew anything about him until a few months ago when a guy told me, said, hey, have you ever heard of this guy? I said, no, what are you talking about? A whole bunch of cool stuff about him. All right, now let's jump from that to another song that I haven't done for a whole year. Well, at least not for, no, I haven't done it for a whole year. It's called Your Cheating Heart by Hank Williams. I like trying to fool around with these people's voices, so it would be, let me see. Your cheating heart. Okay, that's my note. Mm-hmm. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Yep. How about this one, Blue Bayou, a Linda Ronstadt song? Now, I say Linda Ronstadt song. That song was actually written by Roy Orbison. And he had it on one of his albums, and Linda Ronstadt picked it up. But Roy did not have a big hit with his song. No, it was just on an album. And Linda's version, for some reason, took off like crazy. And that's the one we know. So here it is. I don't think I have a drum beat for this one, so we'll just make it go. I feel so bad, I've got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. I'm gonna see my baby again. I'm gonna be with some of my friends. Maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm gonna back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh, that girl of mine, she's by my side, the silver moon in the evening time. Oh, some sweet day gonna take away this hurting inside. Well, I'll never be blue, my dreams come true on Blue Bayou. Yeah. All right. Well, here's one sung by Kenny Rogers, but also sung and written by Mel Tillis. Remember Mel Tillis? We used to see him on the country shows, and he had quite a stutter. And he found out that he wouldn't stutter when he sang, because you knew what the words were going to be. You knew rhythmically how they're supposed to come out. And for some reason, that overcomes stuttering issues, which I think is kind of cool. So anyway, he wrote this song called "Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town." This was actually Kenny Rogers' sort of foray into country music before he switched completely over to country and came out with Lucille and The Gambler and all those other things that we know him for. He was a pop singer first, and this one was a little touch. He just liked the story. He said, story songs, that's where it's at. So let's see. I'll try to get the beat as we go along here. That's about like that. You painted up your lips and rolled and curled your tinted hair. Ruby, are you contemplating going out somewhere? The shadows on the wall tell me the sun is going down. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. Well, it wasn't me who started that old crazy Asian war. And I was proud to go and do my patriotic chores. Yes, it's true that I am not the man I used to be. Oh, Ruby, I still need some company. Well, it's hard to love a man whose legs are bent and paralyzed, and the wants and the needs of a woman your age, Ruby, I realize. But it won't be long, I've heard them say, until I'm not around. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. Well, she's leaving now, 'cause I just heard the slamming of the door. The way I know I've heard it slam 100 times before. And if I could move, I'd get my gun and put her in the ground. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. Oh, Ruby, for God's sakes, turn around. Yeah. Kind of a surprise ending there, isn't it? Not really, but yeah. All right, you know what? Here's one. I don't think I've ever done this song for you guys. I'm going to fuss around with it here and see how it works. Let me see how this... The falling leaves drift by my window, the falling leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. but I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. Well, I kind of made up that arrangement on the spot, just reading the chord names and trying to figure out what to do. Song's sweet, man. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Let's do this. I couldn't believe I hadn't done this. I've played this one for live in-person shows that I do at the retirement centers. Real simple little song here called Bicycle Built for Two, otherwise known as Daisy Daisy. A lot of people have done this song, mostly, those quartets, where they stack up those old-time harmonies and yeah, very kind of cool. Now, what's interesting to me, though, is that this song was written in 1892. Wow. And it wasn't even a song on the American charts until 1961. How did they snatch that out of there and bring it forward? By that time, Bicycle Built for Two was not really much of a big deal, I suppose. So, oh, boy. Hey, thank you, guys. How nice, yeah. I appreciate you. Listen, I can see those hands clapping down there, and that's nice stuff. I can't hear you, but I hear you in here. All right. No, I'm not doing that one. I'm doing Bicycle Bill 4. All right, this is Daisy Bell. Now, originally the song, when Nat King Cole did this, which he had done Autumn Leaves, the one we did just before this, there were two other sections that are almost never performed. In Nat's version, he did the same verse 3 times. Daisy, Daisy, give me a bicycle built for two. Well, somewhere along the line, somebody made up another version, a funny answer to Daisy's little question. And it goes like this. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer true. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Now here's the one I found out on the internet. Harry, Harry, here is my answer true. You're half crazy if you think a bike will do. If you can't afford a carriage, there won't be any marriage. 'Cause I'll be switched if I'll get hitched on a bicycle built for two. Oh, if you've been watching me before, you would probably remember that I did this version, unless you were missing on that particular week. But it's been a year since I played this for you. Couldn't believe it. Let me see what else we have here. Well, you know what? Oh, gosh, I can't believe I hadn't done this one either. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this one, and then we'll finish up with our TV segment music. This is not Irish. I was thinking about doing that, but I could do something like that next week. All right, this one. Oops, I got to get my tempo together here. This is a song by the Hollies. It's called He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. Now, I say the Hollies. The Hollies didn't write this one. This was done by, I can't remember the people's names, but the one fella has written tons and tons of songs. And I wish I should have this stuff on here because it's in my head, but not all the words, like the guy's name I can't remember right now. Anyway, it's He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. It's based on let's see, I think it was an old photo or something, Boys Town or something. Maybe I've got the information. Nope, I don't. Let me see if it's at the bottom of the screen here. No, I don't have it there. Anyway, there used to be, there was a crippled boy, and his little sister picked him up, and she's really, he was like not much smaller than she was, and he had braces on his legs, and somebody said to him, hey, that little boy's kind of heavy for you, ain't he? And she said, oh, he ain't heavy, he's my brother. And that's where it came from. Isn't that amazing? Somebody picked that up and said, hey, I'm going to write a song about that. Wow. So it goes, let me get the beat going. Not like that. Okay. The road is long, with many a winding turn that leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. We'll get there. For I know he will not encumber me. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. If I'm laden at all, I'm laden with sadness that everybody's heart isn't filled with the gladness and love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on the way to there, why not share? And the Lord doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. He's my brother. He's my brother. He ain't heavy. Ooh, he's my brother. Yeah. Why does this one sit on the back burner? I don't do it for a while. Very cool song. I'm starting to see what's happening. Whenever I lean back, I think the light over there hits my shoulder and throws off the whole balance. I might try something different. I have some big cards that I could use, maybe set up in front of the light to block it from coming over here. Also, this light over here, there's one over here that might affect that one over there. So I don't know. I can tilt that a different direction, but I don't think it's make a difference. Anyway, it's the end of the show. So here is the finale music here. This is the stuff I call TV segment music. And thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Nice to see everybody again and to be able to bring these songs back. I have a reason to bring them out again. It's nice to have you guys here so that I know I got to get something for you and bring, especially when I bring out songs that I haven't. Now, a lot of these ones I wouldn't necessarily do a live in-person show because I think some of them aren't quite as well known. And I think the audience that I'm playing for there, thank you guys. Thank you, Kim, especially, yes. And Jeannie, yes. And Joan and Susan Curtis, everybody, thank you guys. What was I? Bringing out these songs that I wouldn't normally do for a live audience. I'm not quite sure why. I just think they're not at the top level of people knowing them as well. Or maybe it's because it's mostly an older audience and I only occasionally get asked to do something, well, shall we say, more modern, like from the 50s and 60s. That's what they say to me. They say, hey, can't you do something newer? These old ones. All right. Good to see you again this week. And now I'm going to say that you probably won't be able to see me much longer here because I'm disappearing. But I will return next week. Colonel Mustard did it with a lead pipe in the library, which is going away. Thank you all. Thank you all.